Here's a tip for you when you're suffering from whatever illness or whatever health problem or health challenge that you're going through right now. Okay, a technique for you that you could use to change your state of health. Okay, so quick story. All right, quick story. So earlier today, I went to my doctor and I had my ear checked because my right ear, okay, had an infection, and so I was done with that. You know, I wanted to be better already. I wanted my ear to be better, and so finally, I came to my senses, and as I was meeting or consulting with my doctor, in my mind, okay, so I went to my imagination, and in my mind, I heard him tell me how my ear was healing beautifully. And I heard his voice, okay, in my imagination, it was his voice telling me. And I know what his voice sounded like because we were still in conversation. So I was doing this imaginal act in real time. Okay, so right before he was going to check my ear, okay, I already imagined and heard him say that my ear looked beautiful, or that it's healing beautifully. And sure enough, when he checked inside my ear, that was exactly what he said, but in Filipino. So instead of saying it's healing beautifully, he said maganda. Can you imagine that? I did. I imagined it. And so when the words came out of his mouth, I couldn't help but smile, because that was exactly what I imagined. All right? So that's a tip for you. Because here's the thing, you know, I'm pretty sure that especially in the midst of the pandemic still, right? There's still some scare here and there. We're still afraid, right? But our imagination is powerful. We are powerful beyond measure. We are. So go to your imagination. So instead of playing out a worst case scenario, instead of entertaining that scary thought in your head, instead of imagining all of those things, because I know you're following my account and you're watching the videos because you believe that imagination creates reality. So since you believe that imagination creates reality, and actually your belief is unnecessary, okay? Faith or belief is not necessary, because imagination creates reality, and that's just a fact. Okay, so whatever that we imagine and descends into the body, all right, once we feel it real, it manifests. So this is a tip for you on how to imagine what you want to happen in terms of your health. And at the same time, it's also a reminder to be careful about what we imagine. Okay? So either way, whether you imagine the worst case, whether you imagine something bad, or whether you imagine something good, whether you hear good news or bad news, and you feel it real, it is what is going to manifest. So wouldn't you rather imagine something wonderful, something beautiful, something empowering about your health? So go do it today. Right now, when especially if you're feeling a little bit afraid about your health, if you're feeling concerned about your health, I encourage you to go to your imagination and imagine yourself experiencing health, and this experience being affirmed by somebody else, by someone else, whether you hear them say the words that you want to hear, okay? Maybe it's a compliment and they would tell you, hey, you're looking mighty fine. You look so good and healthy. What have you been doing? It could be that. You could hear them in their voice and feel it real. Or you could see yourself in the mirror and see what you want to see. Maybe it's a toned body, right? Or maybe it's how you feel with your clothes on, how your clothes feel against your body, that you know that you're in the pink of health. So whatever works for you, go ahead and do it. All right? Now going back to the tip that I gave earlier, this is so powerful. Your imagination is so powerful. So for me, it was hearing my doctor say those words. And that made me feel that, yes, I have my hearing back. My ears are better than ever, and I am in perfect health. So I dare you to test this, okay? See for yourself, experience for yourself. You don't have to trust or believe what I'm saying here, okay? I dare you to prove me wrong. I dare you to prove what I am telling you, sharing with you here, wrong, all right? So again, what you do is you hear the words that you want to hear from somebody else in their voice, and then hear it, listen to it, and feel it real. All right? And then after that, let me know what happens. Okay? And I'd be super stoked if you share with me, whether it be in a DM or in the comments. I'm telling you, your manifestation is certain. So this is for you. If you have a health concern, health scare, okay, and you want some peace of mind, you gotta help yourself here, okay, using your imagination. Do it. The wait is unnecessary. Do it and give this to yourself right now, today.